I know you watching. You saying, what happened to the moonshine, man? What happened to the moonshine? Hey, come on. Give your boy a break. Man, I want to know my lips to be shot. I want to live a long life. See my great grandkids, you know? I still want to do, you know what I'm saying, a little healthy there, you know? Because without that, you know what happened to us, man. Without that, we don't know what we got. So, moderate, little club soda, little ginger ale, you know. I really want to touch base on why boxing is so intriguing to us. Now, of course, I'm gonna say it like this: in boxing fans, we are, and I'm put myself in there collectively, in general, we are some very hard boxing fans where when it comes to giving props, giving credit, and we critique, I think, worse than any other fans in their respective sports. We hard on these fighters, yet no athlete does what these fighters do. And that's why we intrigued. That's why when you see a big fight, you actually see a bunch of celebrities and a bunch of everybody comes together. You see a big fight, you're gonna see LeBron James from one sport, you're gonna see the Brady's of the world, you're gonna see the best actors of the world. You know why? They come together to watch something that we all know that it takes special type of fighters to do, special type of human beings put at that to do. It's a type of cojones, it's a type of balls, it's a type of heart, it's a type of dedication that the normal human being wouldn't do, and especially at the highest level. Think about it. Would you take punches in the head for a living? Would you fight for your family? Yeah, you will fight for your family. How about if I tell you, and you're gonna have a career of 20 years just to fight, to feed your family? Yeah, just fight. Take blows to the head just to fight. And how about when you're already good, you already set your family up? What gives you the will and determination to keep taking punches to the face, to the head, to the body, or things of that nature? It's a hard life. It's a hard job. And it's even harder to actually stay hungry when, of course, we ever know that boxing is a humble sport. It's a humble sport. If you got your house and you got your mansion, you got your school, and you got your kids in the right schools, and you got your health, why keep fighting? Isn't that what made you get out the slums from where you come from? Especially a lot of boxers that come from unfortunate backgrounds. So I figure, what is boxing really to us? Of course, we hear the sweet science, but what is boxing to us really? Why are we so fascinated about the boxers, even though we like to discredit so much and disrespect so much? What is it about these fighters? What is it about the sport of boxing? I'm gonna tell you why the sport of boxing is so intriguing to a lot of people. It's because it relates to the everyday life. That's why we love boxing. Because you look at a 36-minute bout, it actually, in retrospect, is actually our lives. Now, what you talking about, Punch Drunk? What the hell are you talking about? You ain't even drinking moonshine. What the hell are you talking about? Break it down for us. Break it down. This is what boxers have to go through, which will resonate in real life. If you're unprepared in life, what does life do to you? Kicks you in your ass, drops you down to your knees, makes you quit, probably won't survive. So preparation in boxing is so important, just like it's preparation in life. If you don't prepare good in school, for the kids, that's the youth is listening, and the parents that's watching, and you already know what we talking about. If you don't prepare well in school, how does it prepare you to a better life? Now, of course, you all could be entrepreneurs. School is not for everybody. I understand. But we know it's a harder road when you're not educated, and the step by step, you got to grow in step by step. You got to grow and moderate. You got to grow with time, and you get smarter. It's the preparation until you reach that opportunity where you need to perform. Whether you need to perform in your job, whether you need to perform in the test, and things of that nature. That's the way it is. So in preparation, it resonates with us when it comes to life. Now, We can't take shortcuts. What happens when a fighter takes shortcuts? Huh? You don't know what happens when a fighter takes shortcuts. They lose, just in life. In life, yes, there's people that's unfortunate that get lucky in the world, but in boxing, there's no such thing as luck. Now we hear a lot of people saying, oh yeah, but you can get hit by a lucky punch. No elite athlete, no professional athlete throws lucky punches. You know why? Because they're practicing day in and day out. It's like Stephen Curry. If he hits a three-pointer, do you say it's luck? No, because you know damn well he practices those shots day in and day out. So that's boxers. So there's a lot of people be like, oh man, but people could get lucky. When it comes to professional boxers, they don't live the life. Do not compare what you have in there to what they go through. We got to be very humble about this. So, in translating boxing to life, so you got the preparation down pat. You can't take no shortcuts. Boxing has every element of life itself. Correct? You got to prepare. You're going to struggle. It's hard work. It's dedication. It's earning. It's so much. Even the road, there's sometimes you get knocked down. In life, you can get knocked down. And what do you got to do in life? A lot of people could, a trainer, your mom or your dad in real life could do whatever they got to do to pick you up. And hey, give you some money. Here, if you down and out, if you're a drug addict, here they take you to rehab. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to pick yourself up. Just like a boxer. A boxer could be knocked down and his trainer could be, yo, get up! Get up! It's up to you to pick yourself up. It's mano y mano. And at the end of the day, we got our families, we got our friends, we got our children and everything. But at the end of the day, it's us against the world. Individually wise. Because you could be with your family, but you know what? Life probably is just knocking you down. It ain't knocking your kids down. You know? So it's an individual battle with life. I have this saying, and excuse my language. I have this saying. Kind of vulgar, but if you ever heard of the phrase, life's a bitch. You ever heard of the phrase of that? Excuse my language again. For the children that are hearing, you know, probably, you ever heard of the phrase, life's a bitch? We say, a lot of people say that, and it originally comes from unfortunate people, unfortunate backgrounds, humble backgrounds, because of course they're looking at life, they're always looking for prayer, they're looking for help because it's so, the struggle is so hard. Damn, life is a bitch. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Just think about life as your woman. If you don't treat your woman right, what happens? It ain't gonna work and it ain't gonna be no happy home. If you don't do your woman right, it might not be a happy situation, might be a happy home. Not be vulnerable when and be out. I'm just saying that if the intimacy is a big factor in your relationship, but just stay with me. So you have to do life good. You gotta do it good. So life could treat you good. Gotta live right. Gotta eat right. Of course, we don't eat perfect every day. Gotta be moderate about what you eat. In boxing, nutrition is very important. Unless if you Andy Ruiz or all these people in this nigga ball. But you understand, most of the boxers, you know what I'm talking about. Nutrition. Dieting. Look at boxers when it's time for camp. How do they eat? How do they prepare? So it's the same thing as life. You want to be healthy. You want to be at the best as you can. You think about eating just like boxers has to do. The nutrition has to be up to par. You know exactly, these boxers know exactly what to eat when it comes to training camp. You know why? Because they got to perform to the best of their ability. They got to be as healthy as they can. So when they need to perform and accomplish a goal, food and nutrition is very, very important. Transition to boxing and the real world. We all need to eat healthy. We all need to eat in moderation. Day in and day out, at least 85-90% of our time. Nutrition is very, very important. Box the same way. I always have this saying that it's not if you win, it's not about if you win or lose. Not everybody has to win all the time, but it's how you win and how you lose. If you lose with respect and dignity and know you're trying hard, you know what? Other doors may open. Other doors may open. When you think your best win or your best loss, you know, if you lose, you be like, oh man, this is the end. Or maybe when you win and then you lose after, you be like, this is the end. Let me give you an example, because I probably got you confused a little bit. Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, correct? Everybody was surprised. Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua beat Joseph Parker. Excuse me. Joseph Parker beat Andy Ruiz. Now let's say people may have thought, damn, Joseph Parker lost to Anthony Joshua. His stock went down. He lost his title. Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua. But then when how people looking at Andy Ruiz, they're going to look at back, but who he lost to? Joseph Parker. Also, if Andy Ruiz is good, then Joseph Parker is good. Andy Ruiz beating Anthony Joshua without Joseph Parker doing anything at the time, his stock rises up. So sometimes when you win later, you might not reap everything. You might not get all the credit at the moment, but later on, you keep going, you keep doing the right thing, you keep winning, and even if you lose, lose by trying your hardest, being prepared, because at the end of the day, sometimes life is not dictated by ourselves. We could do whatever we need to do, and at the end of the day, sometimes it takes other people so we could get where we want to get. You understand what I'm saying? You could practice basketball all you want, correct? But, and one coach may see you as, nah, he's okay, but the other coach might see you like, damn, wow, he's incredible. And sometimes these people might have the pull to get you to where you would need to be. You have the talent, but maybe you don't have the exposure. So you always got to prepare yourself real good. You always got to be ready for when it's time to perform, and whatever you have to do, it's time to do it. Preparation is a lot. Resonate with life. The knockdown, the struggle is a lot. That's why a lot of people love Manny Pacquiao. And yeah, they respect like a guy like, let's say, Floyd Mayweather. They respect a guy like Andre Ward. But at the end of the day, there is a struggle. Manny Pacquiao relates to the average person because you see the struggle, you see the downfall, you see him lose, you see him get back up, you see him want to fight, you see him get knocked out cold when people don't believe in him that he's going to be the best. He comes back, and that's what people relate. That's why a lot of people like the Rocky movie. Huh? Because it resonates with the, if he was just winning all the time, it doesn't resonate with people. It doesn't relate to a lot of people because, of course, perfection and winning doesn't relate. And I'm just talking about career because if you look at a guy like Floyd Mayweather's career since having his parents, you know, being dysfunctional, father in and out of jail, his mother was affected by drug abuse. But at the end of the day, people around him still keeps him in check, and boom, he strives. That was the hard work. That was the hard work. So of course, a career, some people be like, oh no, but his life itself resonates with the regular person, with the struggle. Because we all have some type of struggle in our lives. Some people got more than others. Some people got a physical struggle, some other people got a mental struggle. Some people was raised without parents, some people was raised with parents in their household, but their parents wasn't even up to par. You know? Some people, oh, you got two parents in the household, but you know what? Those two parents in the household was so effed up. I really wanted to move and things of that nature. So it's all a struggle. Everybody got to struggle in marriage. Everybody got to struggle probably taking care of kids. Everybody got to struggle in school, you know, or insecurities. Insecurity is one of the biggest struggles in the world. Your preparation diminishes all that insecurities because if you know what you did in preparation, you don't feel no nervousness when you see a test in your face. Be like, I've been studying, I know this right away. That's why sometimes you see boxers that's so confident and you be like, I hate this guy. Why he's so confident? Look how he's talking. You know why? Because the preparation of what they do make them confident. The preparation, remember, this is a combat sport. So when you feel like you prepare and you be like, ain't nobody in the world could beat me, that's what preparation does. Hell yeah, I'm going to ace this test. Hell yeah, I'm going to get this car that I want. I work hard for it. And I put myself in position, save money and get it. Yeah, I'm going to buy this house. Yeah, I'm gonna have the best things for the kids and things of that nature. Yeah, I'm gonna be your best man, you know, or that woman, I'm gonna be your best woman. Ain't no woman gonna love you like I love you. That confidence, because they know what they bring to the table. They know that they're secure with themselves, that when they do encounter other human beings, boom. So boxing resonates a lot in the real life, and that's why people love boxing. They love the action, and action really resonates with the life. He's hurt. He sustains, he comes back, he falls. And at the end of the day, when you see it good and you see when people actually try, when you're not faking yourself in life, and you know you do what you have to do, you know it. Even the loser in that fight gets a standing ovation. At the end of the day, there's no losers. You remember the Keith Thurman and Sean Porter? Sean Porter lost, but in the end of the day, both hands was raised, and there was a standing ovation for both of them. You know why? Because you know Keith Thurman ain't cheated, Sean Porter ain't cheated the fans. They both ain't cheated the fans. They give their all. They went through it. They went to the maximum, they maximized their potential. And that's what you gotta do in life. You're gonna get rewarded even if you think you failed. You never fail. Even if another guy gets his hand raised, trust me, it comes back. Sean Porter, what belt he has? He's a champion, right? Kept going. Stock don't drop. Still put yourself in a position where you want to put yourself in a position, if you do need to take a step back, and if you do take a step back, it's not all the way back where you need to come back. You understand what I'm saying? We all got to be prepared. Now this is going to be the part 1 of boxing and life. Why boxing resonates with life itself, and life itself resonates with boxing. Why also we are so intrigued. Why is boxing actually relates? Is the closest thing to a life, you know, to a lifespan. A 36-minute bout is life. It's the beauty of boxing. It's the beauty of the matchup. It's just the beauty of the struggle. It's the beauty of succeeding. All of it you see. You see life when you see these boxers. Sometimes when they go to the corner, they take a little break. All right, get back. In life, we need to adjust. In boxing, you need to adjust. And if you don't adjust properly, so you have to adjust properly. You have to prepare yourself. That's life. A lot of people say it. A lot of boxers. Dumb fighters lose. Smart fighters win. In life, you have to be smart, because if you're dumb, we all know where you end up. And of course, it's an unfortunate situation, but in life, it's an unfortunate situation. You know, somebody gets hurt real bad. But it's an unfortunate situation in life itself, or somebody catches, you know, cancer or a disease and stuff. It's unfortunate. It's not they wanted to catch, but it throws you those curveballs, and we need to make an adjustments. And those who tap in the curveballs, they actually want to drop you down to your knees. You know what? And you got to pick yourself back up. But at the end of the day, it's how you do it. And at the end of the day, just like a fight, there is an ending. There is an ending. Yet there's also a legacy. We want to live a life that you leave a legacy where you become immortal and never forgotten. You want to implement that to your kids, because they're your kids. Boom, it keeps going. The legacy keeps going. So you want to live your life not to be forgotten, but to leave a proper legacy where you can never be forgotten, which you will always live forever. This is going to be the part 1. I hope you like the content. I hope you subscribe. Hope you press the like button. Show your boy some support. Love y'all. I hope you're having a great weekend. You already know, man, this is Punch Run Boxing. Ain't no moonshine today, but a little diet ginger ale would be just due.